what have we actually made progress on in the last week, Kevin?
It's massively important to underscore how this now fiscal stimulus could be accomplished within the next 7 to 10 days. And even Leader McConnell, for him to say, don't worry, I'm paraphrasing, but don't worry about a government shutdown because we're going to pass a 1-week extension, is a massive signal that this is heading in the right direction. And then finally, yesterday, Larry Kudlow, Jonathan, who you know well, he spoke at a virtual event here in Washington, D.C., hosted by the Washington Post, and said that the president would likely sign, his words, likely was the adjective he used, likely sign the $908 billion plan. And I'm going to do a grammar check. I don't think likely, Tom, is an adjective.
Why are you talking to me?
Kevin,
I got an F.
Let me just finish this.
A genius.
When I spoke to Larry Kudlow on Friday, he was still using the same language that we've heard repeatedly about badly managed states. So are we saying that if there is $160 billion in this bill, that the president still signs it, that 160 assigned for state and local aid? The administration is not against that.
Precisely. And it's been a really, the biggest political difference between now and 2 weeks ago is that President Trump is allowing Leader McConnell to take the lead on these negotiations. And Leader McConnell is driving this for the Republican Party at this particular juncture.
Do you think that Leader McConnell is driving this at this particular point with the idea that another fiscal support package or stimulus will be passed next year, or with the idea saying this can circumvent any additional funding that comes in 2021?
Both, and it's really all going to come down to whether or not likely Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen and President-elect Joe Biden, once they are in office, are able to pitch another round of fiscal stimulus funding to centrist Republicans, because if they are able to bring about the 5 or so centrist Republicans who will be needed in order to get another round of fiscal stimulus through, not just from an employment perspective, but from a national security perspective pertaining to digital infrastructure and a national security way, then they will likely have another opportunity to do so in the first 100 days.